Imagine a 30-meter tree being toppled by a simple gust of wind, while a much smaller one remains intact in the same storm. The difference? It's in the roots, the part we cannot see. Your self-esteem works exactly like this. And I'm going to show you how to strengthen your invisible roots to create truly unshakable confidence. The truth about self-esteem that no one tells you is that it is not built overnight. It's like a tree. It needs deep roots to stay firm during life storms. Today, I'll show you exactly how to strengthen those roots. Think of a majestic tree, one that seems to touch the sky. Did you know that what we see is only 40% of it? The roots, which are the true source of its strength, are hidden deep in the earth. Our self-esteem works the same way. What people see, our success, our full life, is just the tip of the iceberg. Do you know what's most interesting? Just as a tree needs specific nutrients to grow strong, our self-esteem also needs fundamental elements. The first of these is true self-knowledge. I'm not talking about the superficial kind from magazine quizzes, but a deep dive into who we really are. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever stopped to think that we often treat others better than we treat ourselves? It's impressive how we create two sets of standards. One to judge the world, another much harsher one to judge ourselves. This is exactly where we begin to weaken our roots. Do you sabotage yourself or celebrate your achievements? The answer says it all. I'll share something that can be constantly observed in working with people. Two people can receive exactly the same compliment, the same achievement, and react in completely different ways. One looks at the achievement and thinks, "It was just luck. They'll soon realize I don't deserve this." The other recognizes their effort and celebrates. "I worked hard for this. It's the result of my dedication." Isn't it fascinating? Same situation, completely different reactions. And do you know why this happens? Because our perception of personal value is like a filter through which we see all our experiences. When your mental peace is shaken, even the greatest successes can seem insignificant. Here's one of the most important discoveries. Your self-esteem is not defined by your successes or failures, but by how you interpret each experience. That's why some people seem unshakable even in the face of enormous challenges, while others feel diminished by the slightest criticism. Now consider this understanding of self-esteem. There is a powerful matrix that supports our mental health. Three fundamental questions that form the self-esteem power triangle. The first question is about identity. Who am I? This is the foundation of everything. I'm not talking about your job, your titles, or your possessions. I'm talking about your essence. When you have clarity about who you are, your decisions become more aligned, your choices more authentic. It's like having an internal compass that always points north. The second question addresses your capability. What am I capable of? This pillar is fascinating because it speaks about recognizing your potential without diminishing or overestimating yourself. It's understanding that capability is not something fixed, but something that can be developed. Every small progress strengthens your emotional state and broadens your vision of what is possible. The third question, perhaps the most challenging. What do I deserve? How many times have you found yourself sabotaging good opportunities because you don't feel worthy? The sense of worthiness is like a thermostat. It determines how much well-being you allow yourself to experience. Tired of feeling incapable? Maybe it's time to replant your self-esteem. Let's talk about something crucial. Those words you heard in childhood. They weren't just words. They were seeds planted in your mental garden. You'll never succeed. Why can't you be like your brother? This isn't for you. Each of these phrases is like a weed that has grown in your internal garden. But I have transformative news for you. Just as a gardener can turn barren land into a lush garden, you have the power to replant new beliefs. And I'm not talking about empty positive affirmations. I'm talking about a conscious effort of recognition and reconstruction. The process is gradual, but every small change counts. Each time you choose a kind word for yourself, Each time you acknowledge your effort, you're planting a new seed of self-esteem. And here we reach a crucial point, the trap of external validation. It's impressive how many of us fall into this trap without realizing it. It's like trying to fill a leaky bucket. It will never be enough. You get that new car you wanted so badly, but the satisfaction lasts only a few days. You achieve that dream promotion, but soon you're anxious for more. Do you know why this happens? Because we're looking in the wrong place. It's like looking for warmth in an ice cube. It simply won't work. External validation is temporary, fleeting. It's a band-aid on a wound that needs deeper care. True self-esteem is built from the inside out. It's like building a house. You need a solid foundation before thinking about decoration. Many people do the opposite. They focus on appearance, on external achievements, but feel empty inside. The life-changing secret happens when you strengthen your internal base. External achievements become a consequence, not the cause, of your self-esteem. It's a subtle but revolutionary change in how you live your life. Think about it. Every time you allow yourself to recognize your value, regardless of external circumstances, you strengthen your roots. Every time you choose to treat yourself with kindness, even when you make a mistake, you're nurturing your internal garden. And do you know what's most amazing? When your self-esteem is truly strengthened, you not only feel better about yourself, but you also become more resilient in the face of life's challenges. It's like that tree I mentioned at the beginning. The deeper its roots, the stronger it stands against storms. I'm not saying you'll never have doubts or moments of insecurity again. That's part of the human experience. But with well-built self-esteem, these moments become just that, moments. They no longer define your identity or your worth. True self-esteem is not about feeling superior to others or never having doubts. It's about building such a solid foundation that, even when storms come, and they will, you remain firm. It's about cultivating a mental peace that comes from within, not from outside. Tell me in the comments, which of the 3 pillars of self-esteem will you start strengthening today? If this content touched your heart, leave a like because it helps more people receive the video. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to see the next videos. See you in the next video.